Hello, everybody. It's me again after I don't know how long it's been, actually. Probably should have checked before I started, but oh well, I'm here now. So here it is, the promised middle of the end. For those of you who are newer and don't know what's going on, I announced my intention to retire sometime, I believe, last year. And now, basically, since then, we've been just trying to churn out the last remaining videos and fulfill the obligations before we ride off into the sunset. But unfortunately, there are a lot of videos that we couldn't complete. Whether it be like the complete history of my favorite movie ever, 1 Hour Photo, which unfortunately has no history behind it. Like, of course, I'm sure there's like a time where Robin Williams did something interesting on set, or some kind of interesting nuance to the script or whatever, but trust me, after researching, I found maybe 5 minutes worth of content, and you don't want to see that, and I don't want to make that. Then there's other stuff like the complete history of Rockadoodle that's already very well documented. It's like, okay, cool, I could definitely be white noise and add to the already existing fire, but in terms of making something distinct, kind of out of luck, you know? Then there's Versus the Network and Character Quest, and man, I'm running out of ideas. I've got no idea what else I could do. And then, like, of course I could always solicit requests, but as we've seen back in the Billy era when we did take those for a brief period of time, we have a hard time coming up with anything to say because we generally don't have too much of an attachment to what gets brought up. Like, I've had a few suggestions for things like Owl House or the new Loud House stuff, although I did cover that briefly in Nicktoons vs. the Network Part 2? I think it was Part 2. Is there a Part 3? I honestly don't remember. But yeah, like a lot of things that came out after my time, I have not seen any of that stuff. I don't know the first thing about it. And then again, in terms of like the Owl House, it's back to more, I just don't want to be white noise. I don't want to be, hey, here's that story you've heard like 300 times, and now I'm going to be the 301st time. Trust me, stories get old after you hear it the first couple times, so, yeah, I don't want to waste your time or mine or my editor's, so, yeah, there's that. I was also thinking about remaking some of my old videos, whether it be redubbing it because of the poor audio quality, or maybe just pumping up the script a bit better, but again, I don't want to do that. And it's not like, oh, I don't want to do that because, you know, I've already made that video before, it's just, I just don't want to do it. I've said it before, but I'm just kind of ready to move on, you know? And to tell you the truth, I just barely have enough time for this stuff anymore, you know? With wedding planning and my night school and everything else, I've just barely got any time to do much of anything anymore. And so, basically, I'm just kind of here to say that the remaining videos will be basically the finishing of the complete history of Speed Racer, then the full video that I promised, you know, having all parts stitched together, a video where I talked to the AI chatbot someone made of me. I still can't believe it. It's a high honor for sure, but I'm kind of curious to see what exactly happens when the real one talks to the AI one. It's gonna be funny. And then, of course, the final Versus the Network. The way I'm going to send off the channel, kind of, will be VeggieTales Versus the Network Part 2. My final crossover video with a lot of VeggieTubers that you may recognize if you're part of that fandom. More about that when the time gets closer, of course. Once that's done, I'm planning on making the promised complete history of Media Mementos, where I go through the entire channel's history. Then Billy's coming back for one last little go-round, where we have a farewell stream to cap things off, and then that's it. I may use the community posts every so often to kind of keep you updated on my creative endeavors or advertise my book when it comes out, but in terms of making videos, that's kind of it. And by the way, a few of you have been wondering about that book and all, and, you know, I appreciate it, because in the beginning of the end I asked you guys to keep me accountable and whatnot, and you're doing just that. Basically, letting you know where it is right now. Rough draft is done, it's in editing and proofreading right now, so final draft should be done in, I don't know, not really gonna put any time frame on it, but it shouldn't be too long, I don't think. Yeah, I'm excited for the future, both videos that remain. And if you have any questions about what's going on or anything like that, feel free and ask. I'm not usually present on social media and stuff, so it might take a little while for me to reach out, but I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Billy and I and a couple other my friends and I, we've been talking about this for quite a while. It's been fun for sure, but like I've said before, I've been talking about other people's things since 8th grade. I'm kind of ready to move on. Start making my own things. I've tried before with like VeggieTales Live and Reloaded or Abridged, but then that's all connected to somebody else's property still. And then when I made something else that was my own property, like Standard/Dorland Misadventures, to put it simply, I wasn't ready. I didn't know what I was doing, and the production was kind of a mess. But now that I'm a full-on adult, gonna be 27 next week actually, I've gone through my school, except the night school parts, but that's totally different, and I'm just moving on to various new adventures in life. I think it's time to pursue something else. But I'm still going to finish the promises that I laid out for you guys, like finishing Speed Racer and one final Versus the Network to blow all the others out of the water. But yes, I'm hoping you're going to stick around for the remaining adventures we have together, and if you want to see those videos come out sooner, feel free and donate to the Patreon. We opened it back up so that we could get the last 2 videos up and running. So yeah, if you want to chip in and get those coming sooner, feel free and check it out. If not, well, I hope you enjoy what's coming. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time when we finish Speed Racer, and I mean it this time. We're not postponing it any longer, and I'm actually going to go through with the one I have at the end of this teaser here. Sorry, again, 1 hour photo. I tried. I really did. Just didn't really work out so well. But that's life. Anyways, for real,